The Charizard factor, is that really a factor in Scarlet and Violet? Because Charizard right now isn't doing too hot. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is VMAT. If you do enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and joining in at all the fun we have here and the discussions. And today we're going to be talking about Obsidian Flames, taking a look at the single prices and seeing how they're doing actually right now on the TCG player market. Now, Obsidian Flames was a very Charizard heavy set. It has so many different versions of Charizard. Charizard, the most expensive card in the set, and it really is one of those sets that if you love Charizard, you might love the set, but if you feel like Charizard fatigue, then yeah, you're not gonna like the set. In fact, I think the market in general has probably seen too much Charizard. I kind of hope that we don't have any more Charizard cards for the rest of the Scarlet and Violet block. I know they're going to probably bring out more Charizards in the next block, but we've had so many Charizards in the Scarlet and Violet era that I hope we don't see him again for a while, even though I love Charizard. With that being said, let's take a look at the most expensive singles from Obsidian Flames. And of course, the first card on today's list is Charizard EX, 125 out of 197, currently sitting at $4.70. But if you've seen, it's been on the downward decline over the past 3 months. Its highest price in the last 3 months is March 9th to March 11th at $8.91. Next up, we have Pidgeot EX, 217 out of 197. It is currently sitting at $6.82 for its market price. It did bottom out at March 21st to March 23rd at $5 for its market price. However, it's got the exact opposite price movement of Charizard because, you know, it is an interesting card. It's actually very competitive. I mean, artwork-wise, it's okay. I'm not a massive fan of just regular full art cards. I prefer the illustration rares. But nonetheless, it's seeing more demand and it's seeing more price movement upwards than Charizard. Most of the Charizard's cards from this set you'll see as well. Next up, we have Ninetales. Actually, my personal favorite card from this set. It is beautiful. I think it has better artwork than the Ninetales from 151. Beautiful, $7.07 right now. It did bottom out at right around May 8th to May 10th at $5.43. Unbelievable pickup. If you could have found this for like $5, I would have said buy it all day. Unbelievable artwork, beautiful card, and obviously a pretty popular Pokemon from the Kanto region. Next up here is Cleffa, 202 out of 197, currently sitting at $7 for its market price. Its actual all-time high price over the past 3 months was around April 26th to April 28th, and it was sitting at about $7.88. It did bottom out April 2nd to April 4th at $4.21. The next Obsidian Flames single here is Charizard EX. We've got our very next Charizard, and as you can see, very similar price movement to the first Charizard we took a look at on today's list, sitting at $8.86. Its lowest price in the past 3 months was $7.93, and it looks like it went up a little bit from then. But really, if you take a look at the whole chart and the trend in the past 3 months, it's been pretty much just on the downward decline. Next up here is Pidgeot EX, and this is a great EX card. It's actually seeing a lot of competitive play as well. It is currently sitting at $8.77, and its all-time high in the past 3 months was $10.24. Its lowest price was around March 30th to April 1st at $6.66. Holy crap, 666. That's a bad omen right there. Next up, we have Pidgeot EX. Now, this is the alternate art, the illustration rare, I should say, 225 out of 197. I love the artwork here. It is very comic book style. Some people might think it looks like a kid drew it, and I can kind of understand where they're coming from, but I personally like this card. It does it's like reminiscent of a comic book or a manga, and I really do like that. It is sitting at $10.96. Its all-time high over the past 3 months was $12.16, and its lowest price point was March 24th to March 26th at $8.71. Next up, we have another Charizard, the Gold Charizard, Charizard EX 228 out of 197. And this one, like all the Charizard cards on today's list, has pretty much had the same price movement on the downward decline, currently sitting at $18.79. Its lowest point, however, was March 21st to March 23rd at $17.88. And its all-time high was, well, 3 months ago, sitting at $23.31. Next up is the most expensive card from Obsidian Flames, and I said it was a Charizard heavy set, and I meant it. Charizard EX 223 out of 197. Now this card is currently sitting at $44 $49.98, and it's actually the most stable out of all the cards, all the Charizard cards on today's list, because it is also the most difficult to pull. Its lowest point in the past 3 months was around $42.96 at April 11th to April 13th. Still a difficult card to pull, but not quite like difficult alternate art from Sword and Shield era. In fact, this is really early in the Scarlet and Violet blocks, and people were kind of upset at how easy it was to pull these chase cards. I remember watching a ton of box opening videos for Obsidian Flames on YouTube, and I was shocked at the amount of Charizard EX 223 out of 197 cards there was, which is supposed to be like the most difficult card to pull in the set. And if you look at some of the other sets like Paldea Evolved from Scarlet and Violet, those cards, there's a few cards that are around this price or higher from Paldea Evolved, and this is the most expensive card from Obsidian Flames, which is, I mean, it could really go up in price in the future, because if this is like the main card from this set, and it's the chase card from the set, and it's only $42.96, I think it will probably go up in the future, though. You know, Charizard fatigue, I think, is a real thing. And I personally, as much as I love Charizard, I'm definitely feeling Charizard fatigue, and I just don't think Charizard's as hot right now, or it's not as desirable as a Pokemon, at least on the basis of TCG player market prices. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you learned something today, and I'd love for you to discuss today's video in the comments and let me know how you also feel about Charizard, and are you getting Charizard fatigue? All right, I'll see you in the next one.